Hello everybody, welcome to MSI, which stands for Murders She Investigated. I'm Zoe. Many of you here are probably curious about the MH370 incident, about what I have to say regarding Zaharie, the pilot in command. Over the years, many have believed Zaharie hijacked his own plane and committed a murder-suicide. Well, the MH370 incident is twisted and takes time to explain. For now, I can share with you this much. Firstly, Zaharie did not hijack his own plane. Secondly, Zaharie was murdered on board. Thirdly, MH370 was hijacked by two passengers who were Chinese. I have studied a few unsolved murder cases in the past. At the end, they all turn out to be the same nature. That is, a criminal ring used government power to commit unthinkable crimes. The MH370 incident is one of those. Some people may ask why they want to care about the MH370 incident. For those, I suggest you answer to yourself a couple of questions. Question 1. Will another MH370 incident happen again? Question 2. Is public traveling safe at all, given the MH370 incident remains unsolved? Until today, those who ordered MH370 hijacked have been pleased with their, quote, success, unquote. Unless the criminal ring is disclosed and publicly tried, it is entirely possible that another unbelievable incident will take place again to any flight. Let me begin my investigation report next. The MH370 incident happened in 2014. It remains as a mystery to this day. Over time, more and more people have inclined to believe that the pilot in command, Zaharie Shah, hijacked his own plane to commit a murder-suicide. The plane, together with those on board, is claimed to be resting somewhere at the bottom of the southern Indian Ocean. I possess no insider information. However, with publicly available materials, I'm able to argue that Zaharie did not hijack his own plane, nor did he murder the rest of the people on board. On the contrary, Zaharie was lured to the Yi Bay by the junior hijacker and died there. I dare to say so because I can offer substantive evidence to suggest the identities of the hijackers. The criminals should be prosecuted. The MH370 incident requires a fair international trial to bring a closure to the case, and therefore ensure the public that air traveling is safe. To understand the hijack, one needs to have the ability to think logically as evidence is critically evaluated. In addition, one needs to be open-minded in order to think outside the box, to comprehend different cultural behaviors. Bear in mind, different cultural orientations make people act differently. Toward this end, I recommend the Safety Investigation Report as the leading source of evidence. On the screen is the cover page of the Safety Investigation Report. It was issued on July 2, 2018 by the Malaysian ICAO NX13 Safety Investigation Team for MH370. I got my copy of the report from the internet. You should be able to do so if you wish to have your own copy. From here on, I should call it the MH370 Final Report. When the MH370 Final Report was first issued, it sparked a tremendous amount of anger and disappointment, especially among the families of the MH370 incident victims. The MH370 Final Report is approximately 1,000 pages long, including its appendices. It is a product of a 4-year-long investigation. Yet, the conclusion is basically, we don't know. The Malaysian investigation team claims it does not know what on earth happened to the MH370 flight, nor does the team know the whereabouts of the aircraft. In the video following, the MH370 Final Report will be used as a main source to review the MH370 incident. When suspicion is flagged, a thorough investigation will follow in later designated videos in an attempt to sort out the inconsistencies. It has been years since the MH370 incident took place. All along, the focus has been on where is the missing plane? People are made to believe that it is imperative to find the plane first before any truth can be learned. Taxpayers have footed the bill of millions of dollars searching for the plane in the Indian Ocean. The search has so far found absolutely nothing. It is a common sense that in this world, once anything occurs, it may be characterized in 6 ways, namely when, where, who, why, what, and how. Additionally, these features are correlated, consistent, and logically never contradict each other. Since the where approach has yielded nothing, why don't we shift our attention to another aspect? Let's approach the MH370 incident from a different angle and try to find out who might have made MH370 disappeared. During an investigation from this angle, the suspected hijackers gradually emerged. So are the events surrounding the hijacking. When the MH370 first happened, people asked themselves, how could a gigantic Boeing 777 vanish from the sky? Over the years, there have been a variety of guesses. Examples are a lithium battery in the cargo cabin that caused a fire, being shut down by the CIA, hijacked by aliens. The aircraft's flight system was hacked, and it was flown to a mysterious American base in the middle of the Indian Ocean, utilizing a remote control technology. These examples are not exhaustive. Many of the guesses are groundless. When compared with other air incidents, the rich speculation about the disappearance of MH370 makes one wonder if there is a source making up the rumors deliberately to confuse the public. Today, the mainstream belief is that Zaharie committed a murder-suicide, but there is no direct and hard evidence at all to prove that belief. It is worth noticing that both the MH370 final report and Malaysia's previous Prime Minister Mahathir declined to support the theory that Zaharie committed a murder-suicide. At the same time, they both hinted that MH370 was hijacked. The MH370 final report says the investigation team, quote, does not exclude the possibility of intervention by a third party, unquote. In other words, it is possible that MH370 was hijacked by someone among the 237 people on board. Curiously, why does the Malaysian investigation team bother to include such a possibility in the MH370 final report? Is it because the team has knowledge of something that is hidden from the public and therefore left a way out for themselves in case a third party is eventually revealed? Malaysia's previous Prime Minister Mahathir also suggested a hijacking. In March of 2019, the 5th anniversary of MH370 incident, Australia's TV program 60 Minutes interviewed Mahathir. During the interview, at 19 minutes 40 seconds, one can hear this dialogue. The reporter asked, "Mr. Prime Minister, what do you think happened to MH370? Mahathir replied, "One of the things I heard from the very beginning was that the plane was hijacked. But a plane of this size going down into the sea anywhere or on land must leave signs. But here there is absolutely no evidence. It's strange, as if suddenly the plane just vanished." Notice that Mahathir only mentioned hijack in 2019. This is significant. Back in 2014, Mahathir thought it was the American Boeing company that flew the plane to a secret place by implementing a remote control technology. Mahathir suggested the Boeing company act to carry out an order from the American CIA. Mahathir's belief in 2014 was based on his knowledge that the Boeing company possesses the advanced technology to remotely activate an aircraft's autopilot mode via satellite. The Boeing company came out and stated it did not implement its patented system to remotely pilot a commercial aircraft. The MH370 final report also dismissed the remote control theory by saying that there was, quote, "no evidence to support the belief that MH370 was taken over control remotely," unquote. It pointed out that the Boeing company received its patent in 2006, and Malaysia Airlines acquired its Boeing 777 aircraft in 2002. Notice that in 2019, Mahathir no longer made reference to the remote control theory. His opinion changed. It is a pity that the 60 Minutes reporter did not pursue Mahathir and ask further questions about the hijacking. We can only speculate that Mahathir changed his opinion after he was elected Prime Minister in 2018. Being a Prime Minister, Mahathir had full access to all classified files, including the MH370 incident files. He should have known more about the MH370 incident since 2018 than he did in 2014. In this MSI series, it not only confirms that MH370 was hijacked, but also uncovers some aspects of plot previously little noticed or dismissed. Examples are an extra amount of jet fuel was added to the plane. The plane paused on the runway unusually long. A mysterious passenger was on board. The claims behind the discovery of wreckage was questionable, and the radio communication audio available to the public was tinkered with. By digging through those plot features, the hijacking suspects surfaced. In the final video, you will see how the hijacking took place without any fighting. This is all for the preface. Finally, let me offer you an overall view of this series. In total, the series consists of 15 videos. They are: first, Preface. Second, the disappearance of MH370. Third, events following the disappearance. Fourth, the odd addition of jet fuel. Fifth, unusual 3-minute pause on the runway. Sixth, Passenger X. Seventh, Malaysian Air Force plane Inept. Eighth, 6 accounts of contact lost. Ninth, the Wreckage. 10th, Passenger X Unveiled. 11th, the title is not decided yet. 12th, something, a misleading label. 13th, the Rouge Pilot. 14th, suspicious radio communications. And the last video, the hijacking. If you are interested in knowing the who, how, and when of the hijacking, you are invited to subscribe to this channel. Next time, we shall review the events relating to the disappearance of MH370. Those events took place on March 7th and 8th of 2014. Particular attention and details will be given on events or procedures that appear normal but bear significance on the hijacking. See you next time.